We have both been playing Splatoon 3
baby.
on the Switch. Just came out like Friday, and I've been jamming it. Jake's been jamming it a little bit more than I have.
Oh boy, have I.
Initial impressions, it's just Splatoon 2. It's more Splatoon 2. That's about it. A couple of things I want to change. More weapons. I feel like the weapons are exactly the same as they were in Splatoon 2. And I wish they added a third map to each rotation instead of the 2 maps. I wish there was like one extra one, because I kind of get sick of playing the same 2 maps for 2 hours or whatever the time frame is. I'm just going, okay, well, I've seen this map 6 times. Can we move on? I like most of the characters except for the new talk show people. I don't like their design. I feel like the design is very simplified as far as like what Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 had. They were like extravagant and like, whoa, these are really cool characters. I want my character to look like
They're
that.
just not sexy. Admit it, Nick.
No, like
Admit it.
One's got like this 5 head that goes way the hell back here, and I'm like, what is that supposed to be?
They're a squid.
And then the other one, right? But it's just like it's weird.
I like the big man. I like the
big man is cool, but I do like the fact that you can completely skip their show, and just listen to it in podcast form, which is fine with me. What are your thoughts on it?
I was trying to look on my Switch right now to see how many hours I put into it, but the fucking Switch is so weird. It's like, oh, first played 4 days ago. It's like, yeah, I know. I want to see my hours though. So I don't know. I've put in a lot of time already in this game, like just so many hours into this game already. I like it. It's Splatoon 2 again, so it's fantastic. It's great. It's a fun time. I do feel like this is the game though. I mean, I've already been feeling it, but this is really the game that's made me be like, the Switch is old. The Switch is so fucking old.
Oh yeah, dude.
For one, I had to buy like an exterior port for an Ethernet cable. The fact that wasn't on the base stock is just absolutely insane. But that's been nice. I have had some connection issues in Splatoon before I got that, but since I got it, not so much. But you go around that big open world area, and it's like really framey and like not good. I do feel like the hitboxes get a little weird sometimes, and I have a feeling it's the netcode. Sometimes when I'm playing, where I'm like, I feel like if you have better internet, you're just gonna win every time. I have this feeling that it affects the online games. That being said, I really enjoy it. I do agree. It does feel like a lot of the weapons are the same. It feels like a lot of the maps are the same. Even I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's like 2. I've seen 2 maps that I haven't seen before.
Yeah. I just wish it was a little bit more fleshed out, you know? But there's still like a lot to do, and like, but it's kind of just Splatoon 2 again. It's just like, I wish there were more clothing options, and like you unlock more stuff as you go along, but like, I wish there was more stuff.
Yeah. Give me more stuff. Give me more options. You know, like they have, it's been Splatoon since Splatoon 1, and it's always been the same. Like you have like 6 options. That's it for that whole day. That's all you get. I wish there was like something more. Like they changed it up a little bit, but it's literally just Splatoon 2 again.
What I will say is I started up that single player.
Oh yeah.
And I never played it in Splatoon 2, so I don't know like how similar it is. But this shit is good. It's real good, man. That single player is fucking great. And if you want the babes, Nick, that's where they are. They're in the single player, bro. Get in there.
The original babes.
Yeah, it's different babes. So like you're Agent 3, but Agent 1 and 2, you know, they're great. You know? Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I know what you're saying.
And these are squid adults in my mind, okay?
Yeah, the squid kids are your playable characters. The squid adults are everyone else.
They're squid at least 18 kids. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. But the single player is amazing. I really fucking like it. It's got the similar sort of layout as like the most recent Kirby or like Odyssey, where it's like you go to there's different worlds or whatever. Right. And then you go to different levels within the different worlds. So there's 7 worlds, and then there's different levels within those worlds. But the way they make it interesting is like the different worlds, you're running around these worlds and like cleaning up, and you unlock stuff as you're like cleaning up between different levels in the worlds. And you could go and like clean this direction, which gives you orbs to unlock different things. You can totally skip levels to just move on to the next world. So like, yeah, there's just like, they made it interesting. Like it's a really interesting way to do it. And all the levels are like very unique and cool. I faced like this giant guy who like shot fists at me and stuff. Like it's awesome. Like the single player is really good. I'm really liking it. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty short, probably like a 10-hour experience, but still.
I don't even think it'll be that long.
Yeah.
Usually, like the first one was like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I'd guess like 6 to 10 on this. If at the pace I'm going now, I'd have to guess probably like 6 to 10. But I really like that. But ultimately, I really like Splatoon. I'm having a good time. The only thing that really brings it down is it's on the Switch. Just push.
Oh yeah, the Switch needs. We need a new Switch.
Yeah.
It's time, Nintendo.
Because you can tell they wanted to put more stuff in it, and I think it's just limited by the, by the
hardware,
the system. So, they can only do so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, 100%. I'm gonna have to play that single player for the babes. I mean the levels, the worlds, the 7. The 7.
If you had to rate it at this point, what would you rate it? We don't do that here, but if we did.
I know. If I had to rate it at this point, only playing the multiplayer and the salmon run, honestly, probably give it like a 6.5.
Oh, wow.
7. Yeah, because it's the same shit. They haven't really changed anything up for me enough.
That's low.
Like, they haven't added anything crazy.
I do wish Salmon Run was more fleshed out. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, but we haven't gone through the seasons. We haven't had one of those. What do you call them? The rock paper scissors things.
Splatfest.
What do they call it? Splatfest? We haven't had a Splatfest yet.
And I imagine they'll have some DLC come out.
Yeah, little DLC or even just more shit. Maybe events and stuff like that.
Well, there was DLC for 2, so
Yeah, which added the Octolings, and we got Octolings, which is cool, but I'm partial to squids.
Gotta love the squids.
Squids are smooth. They're sexy, sleek. I mean, sleek, not sexy. Squids aren't. Squid adults are sexy. Moving on next week.
Well, hold on. I'd give it an A5, right. By the way.
Wow, that's really high. That is really high.
Love it.
Holy crap.
Well, I'd give Splatoon.
I'm gonna have to freaking play that single player game.
I'd give Splatoon 2 like a 9. So
Okay.
I love that game. So
yeah.
The minor gripes that I've had, and it is just Splatoon 2 again. But like, I love Splatoon, so like, it's still an A5. I love it.
That's fair. Recent reviews via OpenCritic, we got Splatoon 3. Who would have thought? It has an 83 out of 46. So you're right there, dude. An 8.5. An 8.5. Even though we don't do reviews or ratings because
we're above that.
We're way above that.